You're welcome. Let's deal with the details now. 3 arrests, heavy police and military presence, and extra security for factions in the dispute. That's the update on Bimbilla, where at least 10 people were killed, most of them women, in clashes related to chieftaincy dispute in that area. 4 p.m. till 6 a.m. curfew remains in place while heavy police and military force patrols the town to prevent reprisals. Today, Interior Minister was in Parliament, where he outlines plans to get to the bottom of the conflict. We'll be live in Bimbilla Township shortly, but for now, we can touch base with parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku Gakpo, who has been monitoring proceedings in Parliament when the minister was there earlier. Well, we don't have Joseph Opoku Gakpo at the moment. We'll bring Joseph Opoku Gakpo shortly, but we can listen to the minister earlier today speaking in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, RESEC, in its request to DISEC, noted that the date for the inscription, namely 9 February 2017, which was just the next day, was too close to discuss the issues arising thoroughly and also to deploy the needed security reinforcement for the proposed inscription in view of the report that had been received. RESEC further requested that a transitional period be given for, by way of postponement, for deployment of more security personnel. The Nanuma North DISEC met, appreciated the threat, and agreed to engage the regent to defer the planned inscription. The discussion between DISEC and the regent was intense and drawn out to as late as 3 a.m. on the 9th February 2017. The RESEC, through the regional police commander, had in fact corroborated the position of DISEC, but they failed to dissuade the regent to defer the planned inscription. Later, on the morning of 9th February 2017, while the security forces were in a precautionary move to move reinforcement from Yendi to Bimbilla, the Nanuma North DISEC reported that the regent had in fact performed the inscription ahead of the scheduled time of 3 p.m. and that tension was getting out of hand. DISEC then requested that a curfew be extended. The curfew at that time was from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it had to pass this through RESEC. RESEC duly considered the request for the extension of the curfew and recommended that same be communicated to the Ministry of the Interior. However, before RESEC communicated its recommendation to the Ministry of the Interior, it received a report of sporadic firing of gunshots and the discovery of 2 bodies. As a result, they communicated and the curfew was extended, this time from 4 p.m. to 6 a.m., imposed immediately by the Minister of the Interior to stem the escalation of violence and the loss of more lives. Mr. Speaker, on 10th February 2017, when DISEC met to review the situation in Bimbilla, it was reported that 7 more bodies had been found. The death of one of the injured who had been transferred to the Tamale Teaching Hospital raised the death toll to 10, namely 6 women, 1 man, and 3 children, all aged 4. Mr. Speaker, 11 persons were reported injured, 17 persons were arrested, and 21 houses burnt and damaged. Further reinforcement, very important, lives of people. Further reinforcement was sent by the police and the military on 10 February 2017. By 14 February 2017, 210 police personnel, 69 military personnel, and a team of 13 investigators, were deployed to keep the peace and also to investigate for the perpetrators to be brought to book. Mr. Speaker, it is clear at this juncture to make a note of the position of government on this matter. Mr. Speaker, to the extent that it's a chieftaincy matter, government is not going to interfere. However, we leave that to the remit of the traditional authorities, Regional House of Chiefs, the Judicial Committee, National House of Chiefs, and the Supreme Court.
That is the Minister for the Interior, Ambrose Derry, there in Parliament earlier today. Well, we can get to Bimbilla now and speak to a local journalist, Osman Nuhu. Osman Nuhu, thank you very much for your time here on The Pulse. Hello, Osman, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Thank you very much for your time here on The Pulse. Now, I don't know if you heard what the minister said, but can you confirm to us all that he's saying about the security presence and how much protection they're ensuring there in Bimbilla?
All right, I didn't actually hear him well, but as we are in Bimbilla now, the security agencies are on ground patrolling almost all the time. Everything is in order. Businesses is going on now. Stores are opened. People are doing their normal business activities. Schools have resumed.
Okay.
Attendance too is great.
Right. Can you confirm that there have been 3 arrests and that there is still heavy police and military presence there?
Hello?
Yes. Can you confirm the arrests that the minister says have been made after? I mean, of course, we knew previously that there were some 17 arrests, but we know that most of them have gone on bail. We understand that there have been some more arrests, I think about 3 more, and that there's heavy police and military presence there. Can you confirm that as well?
Yes, that one is exactly true.
Okay. In that case, would you say that people are back to, lives are back to normal? Like you say, it's business as usual. The schools are open, the hospitals are operating. Are these all because of the security presence, or is it that there has been some kind of understanding to some level there?
Let me say it's because of the security presence. And mostly when it happens here, within a week, you see that everything will be back to normal again. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. Mostly when it happens like this, immediately the security comes in, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, everything will be normal again. Businesses will be back to track again. Everybody will be doing their normal activities again. Mm. Yes.
And the factions, last week, over the weekend, the Regents was not very happy with the Northern Regional House of Chiefs. Has there been any developments on that particular story?
Last week, a delegation from the Northern Regional House of Chiefs came to sympathize with the Regent of Bimbilla and the other side. And actually, both sides were not all that happy with the Regional House of Chiefs. The Regent of Bimbilla complained bitterly that since the incident happened, they did not follow up. But the council for the Regional House of Chiefs remembered people around there that when it happened, they actually came to sympathize with the people of Bimbilla. And that's why they came again. But it's like what they wanted to do is they wanted them to show some concern as to how to solve the issue. And what the delegation told them was that the matter is with the security agency. So as for solving the problem, that one was with the security agency.
We understand that the same delegation wanted to visit the other faction as well, but they didn't get the chance to do so.
Come again?
We understand that the Northern Regional House of Chiefs, the delegation that called on the regent, also wanted to reach out to those on the other side, the other faction, but then they did not get the chance to do so. They did not allow them basically to get close to them.
It isn't that they do not actually allow them. The curfew hours was fast approaching, and you know, the road from Bimbilla to Yindi was not all that good. So what I heard one of the chiefs said was they have to hurry up and return to Tamale before night catch. And they actually went to the other side and they spoke with them some few, but that wasn't much. They just they spent about 10 minutes there, then they have to leave for Tamale again.
Okay. We'll say a very big thanks to you, Nuhu. Nuhu Osman is a local journalist in Bimbilla, bringing us up to speed on the situation on the ground, even as the minister went to Parliament today to say what exactly they have done there. Well, he goes on to outline government's plans to make sure that they curb this conflict that has been taken a very long time to go away in Bimbilla. Here's what he says.
The Bimbilla chieftaincy matter, as I've already stated, have gone through the whole gamut and is now at the apex, Supreme Court. Government, however, Mr. Speaker, will not shirk its responsibility to ensure peace, security and safety of all persons in Bimbilla, for that matter Ghana, and in Bimbilla, government, in consonance of this commitment, has shown by the heavy deployment that we put in place. In pursuit of that, as I said, the team of investigators and operators are on the ground, and we want to find out who are the perpetrators. As of today, 3 suspects have been identified and are in custody of the police to assist.
Ambrose Derry's Minister of the Interior earlier in Parliament today talking about the situation in Bimbilla, and I understand that this curfew is actually been reviewed from 6 to 6, so it's not 4 to 6, it's 6 to 6 in Bimbilla. Well, this is the pulse.